I'm only taking one step at a time towards healing myself. I had to get out, I found a way out. No more living in pain or misery. It's all about protecting my energy. Keep the negative away from me, because I am just keeping my peace. Cut off everything that no longer was serving me, and I chose to start loving myself. I walk in my purpose, no looking back, I'm only going with it. B.O. standing there, a better version of me. I must say that I'm proud of me. It's not about how you feel, I'm living proof that God is real. So let me show you how to heal. Damn it, I'm wearing it well, cause I came a long way. My journey isn't yet complete, that's what it look like to heal. Damn it, I'm wearing it well, I'm proud of myself. It's nothing to it, you can do it, all you gotta do is just fight through it. Creative soul, creative soul, creative soul. Just fight through it. Creative soul, creative soul, creative soul, creative soul, yeah, yeah.
Welcome to Pain to Purpose podcast, where we have open discussions to heal together as a community. Today, we're on episode 29, and we're going to talk about life insurance. And our special guest is Corey Harris. Welcome, Corey.
Thank you, Creative. How are you today?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. How are you?
Fantastic. Happy to be here today.
Good. I thank you so much for coming on to educate the community on life insurance. I think this is a topic that none of us want to talk about, but it's a topic that we need to talk about.
Correct.
So thank you again.
You're welcome.
So I'm going to give you the floor to educate us on life insurance and how important it is.
Right. Thank you. Thank you, Creative.
Welcome.
So basically, life insurance is income replacement. What that means is that a person gets a life insurance policy to replace what they mean to their family financially. Obviously, we can't bring the person back, but we can replace their dollars from their employment and things like that. So experts recommend that you have 8 to 10 times your annual salary in life insurance. And in some cases, that's a pretty substantial number. And that money is used to take care of the family's day-to-day living expenses, pay off any debts, pay off a mortgage, and provide education for the children if you so choose to. And that just makes sure that the family can continue the quality of life that they had while their loved ones were still alive. And I'm here to help with that and educate on those processes. And to let you know that life insurance does not have to be expensive. It can be very inexpensive, the most inexpensive dollars you can provide for your family.
So where do they start, Corey, if they're thinking about this and they're just not sure where to start?
Well, for starters, they can get in contact with me. I am a licensed agent, licensed in about maybe 26 states. And we sit down and have a discussion. And it's not a one size fits all. I cannot just look at someone and say, hey, you look like you need $250,000. We ask a series of questions, and they start off with the acronym called DIME, D-I-M-E.
Okay.
The D stands for debts. What debts do you want erased upon your passing? The I is income replacement, and that's that 8 to 10 times your annual income. The M is for mortgage, if you have a mortgage balance. And the E is for education expenses, if you want to provide money for your children, your minor children, to go to college. So each person is different. When I ask all those questions, I get a numeric value. And that numeric value tells me this is the amount of life insurance that you need to have in order to be properly protected. Sometimes those numbers are high and the premium is a little bit higher, but as long as you know what you need, you'll always be okay. And you can adjust accordingly to what your affordability is.
So Corey, if someone can't afford to like get a big policy, they can still get a policy that will just cover like if that person passes away, enough to bury them or have the service, right?
Yes, yes, they can. I will give them that option, but my job as a professional is to let you know what you need, and then we focus on what you can afford.
Okay. And so for the packages, is that something that they can see online or they would just wait until they meet with you?
Well, they can reach out, and of course we'll have some dialogue, we'll talk, and I'll basically give them a presentation about all of the services that I provide, because I help families with more than just life insurance. And a lot of people just sell life insurance and that's it. And once they get older, then there's no money. Our concept is to buy insurance and invest the difference. What that means is that if you're spending a small amount on life insurance, you have to put more money into your savings, because I think everybody's goal is to live too long. Life insurance is if you die too soon. But if you live too long, you're going to need money. So our concepts is to buy term insurance and invest the difference, so that when you get older and life insurance may increase in cost, you have a nest egg, you have money set aside to become self-insured. So when I talk to my clients, I want them to have both investments and savings, but separately, not together.
Okay. And so we see this all the time. What I'm about to say is that something happens and then there's no life insurance. And then people are trying to scrape up, do a dinner, raise money or something, a fundraiser to be able to bury their loved one. And so we really want to spread the word to let them know how important it is. But can you tell them how often you see that?
I see it so many times, so many times. Younger people think they're invincible. I mean, I used to think that. Sometimes I still do think that. And we feel that nothing's going to happen to us, so why should I get it? And we see, especially here in Las Vegas, where we are today, people are dying left and right. And there's not a day that goes by where I don't see someone on the street corner with a sign, you know, help with this funeral, that funeral. I was on vacation and walking into a store and saw a lady, asking for money to help bury her mom. It's unnecessary in some cases that, it breaks my heart when I see those people, because I'm always thinking, yes, I can give you this $5 or $10, but if you had sat down with me, I'll be giving you a check possibly for $500,000, because you can get insurance, especially when you're younger, so inexpensively. And I just try to get out and talk to as many people as I can about life insurance and investments so that they can be prepared. I mean, we put insurance on our cell phones, we put insurance on our cars, and we don't insure our lives. And I just think that's wrong. It's a disservice. And if the loved one can come back and see the pain that they caused by not having life insurance, I think they can do a do-over, they would do a do-over because it in most cases the family struggles more so financially after the person is gone.
Do you think, in your opinion, do you think people think about like not getting the life insurance because a lot of people are going for cremation now and they think, that's cheaper?
Cremation could be cheaper, but we forget about the purpose. The purpose of life insurance is income replacement for your loved ones. Now, yes, you can get cremated, but what does that do for your loved ones? You're gone, you had a cremation, but the bills didn't stop. The mortgage needs to be paid. The loved one has to possibly pay your debt. Life goes on. And if a person only gets cremated, yeah, they're not here, but they leave those loved ones to pay the price. And my job is to make it easier on the loved ones as well.
Yeah. So is there anything else that you would like to share with us?
I would like to say basically that if you're married or you have children or someone depends on your income, you need life insurance. Because if someone is depending on you, wouldn't you want to have 8 to 10 times of your annual salary available for that child to continue to grow in the same quality of life that you were providing for them when you were around? So reach out. It's a no obligation call. Ask questions, get information, and make a more informed decision about your life insurance. We're not all here to make a buck. A lot of us are here to make sure that families are taken care of because I live in this community as well. And if your loved one has passed away and you've done business with me, I want to be able to come to the barbecue. I want to be able to go to the party. I want to be able to see you in the street and you know that I did what's right for you and your family.
Right. Now, I do have another question. Is there an age limit when it comes to the children? Because some people may think because the child is an infant or because the child is, under 10, they don't need it.
Well, we start our child, we call them child riders. They're attached to the parents or the grandparents' policy. That starts at 15 days old. Okay.
Okay.
They 15 days old and they're covered until they're 25 years old. And once they get covered with us as infants, they have what's called guaranteed insurability when they get age 25, which means they don't have to do a physical or anything. So I like that policy because sometimes after the child is born, they may discover a birth defect. They may, get childhood diseases and something or something like that. And
Mhm.
they're unable to be covered as adults. But since they started with us so early, they're automatically covered no
Okay.
matter what the ailment, disability, or disease is. Once they're insured with us, they're insured with us.
Now, for people of age, is it true? Because I've heard people say like they've had to take a blood test before they qualify for a certain life insurance. It goes by um, your health, what you're dealing with.
Correct. Yes. Yes. There for the smaller face amounts, you don't have to do a physical. The insurance companies, thanks to your doctors and electronic medical records, when you go to a physician to get checked out, your records go to what's called the MIB, the Medical Information Bureau. So
Okay.
it's there. If you have, in my company, if you have under $300,000, we can do what's called a rapid issue. We just pull that MIB report and they base your coverage off that.
Okay.
And when you get higher amounts, we do require a physical. And there's blood, urine, and vitals for the most part. And they also look at that MIB. But because you've gone through that insurance exam, your costs are lower. If you choose not to go through an insurance exam, they charge you a little bit more.
Okay. And is that like a monthly, or is it like every 2 weeks you pay? Like, can they set it up that way?
Yes, we start off by setting you up with a monthly bill pay. Now, there are some clients who choose to pay annually, semi-annually, or quarterly. But to start, we start you off with monthly because most people pay their bills monthly. So we just add that to the mix and you pay monthly.
Okay. So is there anything else you would like to add before we close out?
Yes. Don't be afraid of life insurance. There are two constants, as they all say, death and taxes. And if you're going to pay your taxes, you probably don't want to pay your taxes, but pay your life insurance premium because somebody else is depending on you. If nobody's depending on you, hey, don't get life insurance. Invest your money for your future. I can help with that as well. I don't want people to feel that I want to just sell them something. I don't. I don't want to just sell them something. I want to provide the education which gives you enough information to make an informed decision about how you want to structure your life, your family's life, your children's life, and leave a legacy and generational wealth. Because life insurance, in most cases, is the first step to generational wealth. Because when a person passes away, and they leave a substantial life insurance for their dependents, their loved ones, those dependents and loved ones are able to go on, take that money, pay off bills, start businesses, um, create financial wealth for the families, and that money just goes down generationally. And we teach on that as well to make sure the money stays in our community, stays with our families, and we're able to advance ourselves because of it.
Okay. Thank you for that. I really appreciate you coming on to educate everybody on that. For
Thank you
our
for having me.
audience, you're welcome. For our audience, remember it's only pain until you discover your purpose and start your healing journey. I'll see you next time.